when we used to have like 6-year-old kids working in factories.
Oh, yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. This is so they swapped opium for fucking kid workers. So it was like, well, I'd have efficient workers and like we can just get kids working for us and all that as well. So instead of these opium, these kids, all that, or not kids, all these like adults on the opium and that, then instead they were. It's just another way of governmentality. You're swapping one thing of control for another way of control. You're giving them a job thinking that they're earning money. The money was awful, but they're like, there you go, you can earn a wage doing that. Or you can sit on your ass and take opium and not be able to pay for it. Like, and so in their way, they're not making as much money off opium anymore. So that gets slightly discarded. Know what I mean? Gets more black market listed. Gets made like, I should say, illegal. And then they have all the people working for them, and they have a high heavy workforce, which makes all this product which they sell and make more profit from.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're swapping a smaller profit for a bigger profit when they realise that having people working for you and doing all that, working for pittance back then, because they didn't have laws and regulations, so you can be getting paid fucking nothing a day.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like some days you might get paid, some days you won't.
Shocking. You know what I mean? People were fucking getting killed by machines, kids, and that because you'd have to climb in and get something out when the fucking machines working.
Imagine going to work and thinking, am I going to get paid today?
Am I going to die today?
Yeah, never mind me.
Never mind your fucking money, lad. Am I going to die?
Am I going to get stuck on a machine?
Am I going to lose a finger or lose a fucking thumb or like shit like that was happening? People
especially if you're a kid, lad. Like you're not going to realise.
Kids today have it easy, mate. We had it easy. We all had it easy. And like, if you were born 100 years ago, you'd be forced to work in a fucking factory from like 8 to 9, mate. So like, you're on it. Maybe not 100 years ago. Well, yeah, 100 years ago in the 20s, but it was mainly like 100 odd years ago. Like we've got life a lot more comfortable than anyone ever has, and we need to start appreciating that a little bit more. Because as I said to you, the government are trying to tap you one way. If it's not with heroin, it's with illegal working. But it weren't illegal back then. It was legal till he brought in. But that's where the union started. That's how the union started. That's how the union became the union.
Right.
People standing and unionising together and fighting against the man. That was the whole point of it. But then, as you see that in Peaky Blinders, again, it's depicted. It's not based on true events, but stuff like this did happen, where they get a speaker in to try and motivate the crowd, but then this and to change the ways, but the speaker will be from the government. So like you've got one of the Peaky Blinders in there, we're fucking smashing it, getting all the people over and that wanting to be for the working man, and then you've got this other them up who comes and chatting shit, but he'll say certain things that'll try and manipulate you, or he'll pay someone to try and kill you. Like it was so corrupt, back then. It was just different how it was.
I think it's changed, mate. I'm still the same.
Yeah, but they're not just gonna murder you, like
no,
smoke in the street. They probably plant something on you and get you nicked for fucking life or something like that. Yeah. They tear you apart in a different way.
In it really to do.
Yeah, they do it a complete different way. But they're snaky little fuckers.
Yep. Anything to suit their own bloody agenda.
That's all they fucking want, the cunts.
You don't suit my agenda, you ain't having it.
Yeah, that's literally how it works though. If you're not willing to conform
to our agenda
and abide by their regulations and you don't want to see eye to eye with it, it's like, I don't like getting into politics on every episode because me speaking out's not going to change a single thing, even though I still will. I'm not really interested whether it does or it doesn't. And if this gets more views and I continue to, the podcast continues to get more views, my viewpoints aren't going to change. Like the government are the biggest,
and out to help you.
They're the biggest gang in the world. Biggest,
all governments are the biggest
criminals,
biggest mafias ever. Yeah,
biggest. They did a load of shit. They're a shambles, and I don't think they've done anything good for us over the past 20 years. To be honest, nothing.
No,
I can't. I can't. No, but that I can only say 20 years. That's all I can remember in my life.
Yeah, same with me, to be honest. Yeah,
I haven't seen no positives, no, just all negatives, and just for one, the economy's went to shit about 3 times in the past 20 years. The pound arses fell out of it. And I remember I used to go to Amsterdam and Spain and stuff like that, and you get nearly €2 for a pound.
Wasn't that great, lad?
I used to be living a life.
Yeah,
man. And also when you go to places like that, the stuff is still cheaper, so you're getting double your money for your pound.
Yeah,
and you go and get a drink of that, like, which is now like €5, which you used to get back then for like 3. Like, it's insane. And I remember when like, it's actually baffling because the last time I went away and I got a good rate must have been about fucking 8 years ago or something like that.
Same with cheese and everything. I remember I used to first go over to Fuerteventura and they'd be like €25. Yeah, but they'd be €25 be for a sleeve. And then when we went over a few years ago, it was 50 quid. And you're like,
it's nuts. It's changed.
Doubled.
No, that's just what it is.
So their price has gone up. The arses fell out. So it's gone the other way now.
The opposite way.
Flipped.
Completely flipped. But that's where it gets complicated.
My car going off.
Is it actually?
Don't think so. I hope not.
Nah, Santa Claus that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not on. Like the last time I went away, I got a good rate at 1.4. Yeah. And that was 10 years ago.
In my 23 and 24, my 24 years, they haven't done nothing.
Well, get on this then. It's not just here. That's all. Like, obviously, the economies fell out, the arse fell out of the money and that. But when I used to go on holiday to like Amsterdam and that, I used to get like say one. So you let's say 1.4, 1.5. Now you get 1.1. That's where you get to go when you go to like anywhere like that. Now in Amsterdam, you used to go in the shop and buy like cigarettes and cigarettes and tobacco. Raw, where's my backy? That was fucking quality. Anyway, they used to be like about €5 to €7 for a 20 pack of ciggies. Now it's €12 to €13 when they're done. Lad, it's the same price as here. And then the tobacco is like €18 for a 50 gram, I think, of Amberleaf, which is not that bad compared to here. It's still cheaper, but it's still awful because it used to be like 10, €11 for a 50 gram. Like everything's changed. Everything.
Yeah.
It's like, I get everything's gone up, but it doesn't mean you can start charging more tax on items. That completely. You put tax on an item because it's
another
bad
thing. Tax.
Nobody do it. We pay tax on our wages. You pay tax on your food in the supermarket. You pay tax on your drinks. Tax on your petrol. Tax on your alcohol when you go for a bevy. If you go to the supermarket and you buy cigarettes or alcohol, you pay a double tax. So you're paying cigarette tax when you're already paying tax. So it's baffling. Just because it's bad for you, they think, "Sad, we're going to charge you boosties." Fuck off, lad. If you go to any other country at the farm for a tax of ciggies, the only reason you charge this tax, where's just £10 extra going, lad? Where's this money going? Yeah. If your charge is £8 extra for a tax of ciggies than any other country in the world, where's the fucking money going? If you charge someone like £35 for a pouch of tobacco when it's only £15 everywhere else, where's the money going, lad? Where's the money going? Because we don't see it come back into the UK economy. No. I haven't seen a fucking thing change for about 10, 15 years. Yeah. It's a fucking shambles. It's an actual shambles. And
everything's mad, lad. And like even the nurses, nurses haven't had pay rises. You can't go to doctors without waiting.
I was a nurse on £22,000 a year. Yeah. Ish, might be a little bit more than that. Like, that's a shock. Are you fucking mad? Are you fucking mad? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
But you have to charge and tax you for everything on
if you can physically give someone a wage, charge them a 20% tax. Yeah, like you get a. And I'm talking average working salary. Yeah, you get a certain allowance, but you're still getting taxed on your wages. Then you go and buy an item and you get taxed on it. Then you go and buy, if you want to buy, that's just food items and clothing and stuff like that. But then let's say you buy cigarettes, you're getting 100% tax on cigarettes. And the alcohol similar. You can get a bottle of Smirnoff in a different country for about €11-12 for a litre. Whereas in the shop it's what? 25, 20 odd quid, 27 quid. Yeah, that's ridiculous, that. Like, it doesn't make sense if you're going to charge people all this money, but we're not going to see the benefits of or the repercussions from it. Like, I haven't seen anything change. Used to be playgrounds and youth fees and all that. Where's the funding for the youth centres? Yeah. Where's the funding for the playgrounds that are all minty? Where's the funding for fucking... you haven't got nothing no more. When we were kids, at least we had a youth centre that was funded by the lottery. And the lottery, which was amazing. We went go-karting and all stuff like that. There's nothing like that no more for the kids. And you wonder why there's knife crime on a fucking rise and all these kids are fucking fighting each other on street corners and shit. Do you know why? Because you aren't fucking doing nothing about it. You're literally not helping anyone. No. You're not doing anything for anyone by yourself. All you care about is where the next pound come from to pay for your fucking stupid flying jet that no one cares about. Lad, we haven't been at war. You sent for one. We have not been at war for what, I'd say 10 years. Yet we pulled out of... We're not even that war, we're in a war. It was bullshit. We should have been over there in the first fucking place. But the actual world war, where it's been actual problems, where it's going to be to a point where we need stuff like that to protect our country, not invade another country. 100 years. When was the last war, lad? When was the last war? 1940 something. The World War II.
Yeah. One anyway, other than Iraq.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Iraq weren't even a war. It was oil. It's an oil war, lad. It's a money war.
It was a territory thing.
You were saying it's fucking for tech, lad. Have you seen what Iraq's like now Afghans like now after they've left?
Yeah.
I watched this kid on YouTube, lad, and he walks around and it's like, as long as you're respectful to the religion, you're not going to get fucking kidnapped and killed by no Taliban, lad. Sound. Not all. I'm obviously not saying they're all sound, but from what I've seen...
But the thing is, them Taliban wouldn't be there if we didn't go over there.
Correct. They wouldn't have formed